Windows 7 SP1 Windows Update Stack Checking for Updates. I installed Windows 7 fresh and installed SP1. Now, when I try to check manually for Windows updates, it just hangs on the Checking for Updates screen. I tried running the tools in How Do I Reset Windows Update components, but this did not fix the issue either. No matter what I do, it just hangs on the Checking for Updates screen and goes no further. Fix. Microsoft released a Windows Update client update, which is part of the July 2016 update rollup to fix the long hand at Windows Update scan. This update contains some improvements to Windows Update client in Windows 7 Service Pack 1, SP1. This includes the following: an optimization that addresses long scan time for updates that's reported on some computers. Download 32-bit, 64-bit. Stop Windows Update service. This speeds up the setup of MSU updates, and the useless steps from MOAB are not required. Reboot causes that the WU service is stopped until it gets started via trigger when internet is available. This can be done from the command line or from the Service Manager window. Try the downloaded update and see if it speeds up the installation of updates. To be able to install the update, you first need to install the April 2015 Servicing Stack update for Windows 7 and Windows Server 2008 R2 update. Again, stop WU service before trying to install the MSU. Download April 2015 Servicing Stack Update. 32-bit. 64-bit. Workaround 1. If this is still not helping to search for new updates, use Susifline to get all the updates.
This issue has come and gone over the years with different fixes along the way, so here is my updated guide to this issue as of this date, January 5, 2016. This is what I do when I reinstall Windows 7 with SP1 or have issues with Windows Update Stack on checking for updates. If Service Pack 1 is not installed, install it before following this guide. Choose Windows 6.1 KB976932 x64.exe for 64-bit W7 or Windows 6.1 KB976932 x86.exe for 32-bit W7. Microsoft has released a huge update rollup for Windows 7 SP1. This is similar to a service pack, but they are not calling it that. This will make it much faster to update Windows 7 after a clean install, no more Windows Update issues and many reboots. This update rollup will bring the system current to patch Tuesday of April 2016. This is not being released through Windows Update. Go to this address. This URL. Type in the search box 3125574 and hit Enter key. Now you will see all versions of this rollup. Select the one you need and download it somewhere you can find it later. Also use the Windows Update catalog page to download and install this update first, 3177467. It is a prerequisite for the rollup. Then install 3125574. Also be sure to be disconnected from the internet when applying these updates. After applying these 3 updates manually as suggested and restart the PC, Windows updates should work without issue.
I found that Microsoft had a fantastic tool for fixing their own updates. Running the Windows Update Automated Troubleshooter package cleared out all of my issues with updates. See Windows Update FAQ. Scroll to what can I do if I'm having problems installing updates. Or use the download link.
This is for those of you, like me, who have tried every solution you could find with no joy. The following process worked for me on a client's extremely stubborn HP DV6 reloaded via factory image with SP1 that didn't respond well to the other solutions I tried, although they are part of the solution. This is the exact order I used to achieve success. Perform a clean boot. Run config.exe and choose Selective Startup, making sure that Load System Services is checked and Load Startup Items is not checked. Go to the Services tab, click to select the Hide All Microsoft Services checkbox at the bottom of the window, and then click Disable All. Click OK and then click Restart. Run Windows Update, click Change Settings and set it to Never Check for Updates. Reboot. Manually apply the following updates in order. KB3020369. KB3172605. In my case I had attempted these previously, but it appears that the order along with the clean boot and Windows Update setting were critical. After the above updates are installed, run msconfig.exe, again, and this time choose normal startup. Reboot. Run Windows Update and you should be presented with the expected slew of updates, in my case, 198, requiring installation. Proceed to install them. If you like, you can change Windows Update settings back to automatic when you've finished applying updates.
I had the same experience. Windows would check for updates forever. One processor core would max out and one of the coast tasks in the taskbar devoured a gigabyte of memory. I decided to install updates manually, and the briefest of Googling found the Windows Update downloader. I used this to manually download 106 security updates. I then installed each of these updates manually, one at a time, using Herculean amounts of patience. Some of the updates would do similar to Windows Update itself. When I ran the update, I got a window which had a title of Windows Update Standalone Installer, with a Doing Stuff type progress bar, rather than one which progresses just once from left to right, below the phrase, Searching for updates on this computer, with a cancel button in the bottom right. Clicking cancel did nothing. In order to kill it I had to close 3 tasks in Task Manager or restart. But I observed that after a reboot, the update which got stuck would then install successfully. So I grinded my way through the updates, installing 2 or 3 at a time, then rebooting when I saw the window I described above for more than 20 seconds with no progress. Some of them popped up a message like, "This update is not required for your computer," so I just deleted those without installing. When I finished installing all 100 or so updates, I tried running Windows Update again. One core went to 100%, the coast task went to a gigabyte of memory. I left it for a bit, then went to shut the computer down in disgust. And the little yellow Windows Update shield appeared on the shutdown button. I let it install the 7 or so updates, then powered it back up. I left it a while, then once again the little yellow Windows Update shield appeared on the shutdown button. This time there were 50 updates. Third time round there were 79 updates. And after that, I ran the Windows Update thingy, and it worked. I'm not arrogant enough to say that this will fix your problem. All I'm saying is that this fixed your problem for me. Best of luck.